Good day to you all. I hope you had a great weekend and you are ready to face the challenges of today. My name is Paul Edwards. I am your financial advisor. As you all know, I work with individuals, I work with business owners, and I help you to save wisely, invest continually, so you can retire comfortably. And I also help you to protect yourself and your loved ones, yes, your family, your businesses, with life insurance, I call it love insurance, and with long-term care. Today I want to speak to you about custom whole life, what it is. Custom whole life is a life insurance policy that you select the period of time you would want to pay for in this policy. You can select anywhere between, let's say, 10 to 20 years, or even higher, to make monthly, annually, semi-annual, or quarterly contributions into this policy. After that period of time, you make no more payment, and the policy continues to grow. This is a very popular policy used by many of my clients, many of the clients of New York Life, because they choose to make their premium payments for a specified period of time. And I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see how this custom whole life policy works. So let me share my screen with you. And then now I am going to go to the custom whole life policy. Here it is. So this policy is for a 40-year-old male or female, 40-year-old female. And as you can see here, she makes, this is the annual contribution for 20 years. So from year 40 until age 60. Many persons like to use this even as a retirement strategy, a tax strategy, which we can speak about later. The policy starts at $50,000, $250,000, the death benefit, and you can see it begins to build cash value. And when she reaches 60, the death benefit has grown to $304,000. The cash value is now up to $154,000. That is when she reaches 60. After that time, she makes no more contributions. Now, I just did a quick calculation. She is, on an annual basis, her contribution is $6,295. That's annually, which works out to $524 per month in this policy. And that $524 consists of $499.28 for the life insurance, $16.34 for the chronic care, and $8.94, call it $9 for the disability waiver of premium. Disability waiver of premium means that if you were to be injured and could not work, then New York Life would begin to make the premium payments for you until you can work again. So that's what this is. And the chronic care means that if for whatever reason you needed long-term care and you qualified for long-term care, then you would get $90,000 of your cash death benefit will be given to you for long-term care. This is very popular. So with this policy, with whole life policies at New York Life, you get life insurance if you were to pass. You get disability, long-term care insurance if anything was to happen. And you also have disability of waiver premium in case you got disabled. So you see how fantastic this product is. And that's the reason why many of my clients utilize the custom whole life. So here you notice, so 2,295 times 20 works out to be 125,900. That's the amount of contribution you made into that policy. And after 20 years, if you wanted your money back, you would receive 154,000. So you'll be getting back almost 20,000 more than you contributed to it. And so why is an excellent, many persons use it as a retirement strategy. You notice you stop making contribution, but it is still projected to grow. So by the time they retire at 65, you now have almost 200,000, 197,000 in cash that you can take out of this policy and use as a part of your retirement strategy, tax strategy. And then if you don't need it, notice your debt benefit continues to grow. And if you are blessed by the Most High and you live a long, fulfilled life, by the time you reach 80, you have over 500,000 going to your beneficiaries. Remember, you stopped making payment into this policy 20 years ago. This is a policy that is doing well. Again, what I do when I meet with my clients is we have to determine what your goals and your objectives are. And then we will always only make recommendations based on your goal and your objectives. So my purpose is just to educate you on some of the various types of insurance there are today. So today I just wanted to share with you a custom whole life policy to give you a brief synopsis of how that works. I will share with you another time a VUL, a term, a universal life, so you are educated. The key thing is we must all be insured. We'll have loved ones and we want to make sure if anything was to happen to them, your family is safe and secure. And again, depending on your objectives, a life insurance policy is always deemed, depending on the type of life insurance policies, can be deemed as a fixed asset. Have a blessed day. Have a productive day. Remember, whatever you do in work or in play, I believe we must all make Christ the center of our lives. You can call me at 321, yes, write it down, 321-557-1155. My name is Paul Edwards with New York Life.